Hey, welcome back to my FTL streak. I hope you're doing well. This is my 47th run on my hard advanced edition streak, and today I've had the misfortune of rolling Rock A. A little bit about this ship. Uh, it's not so good. Our only offense is 2 missiles. The Artemis deals 2 damage, the whole missile deals 2 damage to a system, or 4 damage to an empty room. These are our only ways. This is our only way of destroying ships from the get-go. We have to really find some other offensive power. We do start with 28 missiles, but they'll run out pretty fast, especially if we run into things like defense drones or Zoltan shield ships. A lot of times it's better to just run from those. A common strategy on the ship is to buy a teleporter. It slots in right here, right next to the med bay. It lets you board with 2 rocks. Rocks are pretty decent boarders. They're approximately equal to a mantis in combat. They have the benefit of not taking damage from fire, but of course they're slow. So you can't do any common strategies to get 2-on-1s against 3 cruise ships, like you would on most 2-tile teleporting ships. I guess some small positives about this ship. We of course have the blue options from having rock crew members. And we also have blue options from rock plating. Rock plating has blue options in Inji, Pirate, and Rock sectors that lets you get a weapon. Normally there's an event in those that's a 1 in 3 chance. With rock plating it's guaranteed. Ram the Bastards is what it's called. A lot of times this just gets end up sold for 40 scrap. A lot of times you sell the rock plating and the whole missile and you buy a teleporter. After that, it's probably good to pick up hacking. If you want to go the pure gunship route, you pretty much need 2 weapons before you get to Sector 3. If you sell things and buy like a burst blazer 2, well then you've just got the Kestrel A loadout, and that doesn't do super well going into Sector 3, when ships start to have 2 shields. So I guess we should get on with it. Hey, this is Sawyer from the future, editing this video. As you can probably tell by the title, I end up losing this run. Forewarning, it gets slightly salty during the actual run. Not like in a rage way. But I'm a little miffed. And I definitely made some key mistakes. If you stick around at the end, I have like a 7-minute explanation where I look back through the run and I think about what could I have done to win the run instead of losing it. I definitely think there are some key things. So maybe this is not interesting because I lost, and it's a big bummer that I lost so soon after trying to start uploading these to YouTube. But hopefully it can be like a learning moment. I definitely think my play in the 2 videos I'm uploading to YouTube has been really subpar. I think part of that is I've been nervous about the fact that people watch these, but you know, that is what it is, and it's a learning experience for me. Thank you. Attack him before he can attack. Alright, so they have 2 basic lasers, which is not so fun for us. This is the ship where we will be counting the enemy hull the most. We should remember this deals 2 hull damage, and this deals 4 if we target it at a non-system room. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what this means is we've got 6 here, so we can go Artemis, hull, Artemis, kill the ship. Start the first Artemis in their weapons. There's a good chance we're going to take 1 damage here. We'd like it to not be our weapons, so we're going to vent below 50% if we can. Probably should have done that beforehand. And see where it goes from there. Probably Artemis here, hull missile here, and then Artemis like here to finish it off. Right, it's in our engines. They're gonna burn down, but we did take their weapons offline. We're gonna take a hull damage here. You'll see we didn't take any here. That was from the 15% proc from the rock plating. Most likely, I don't think there's any chance we stop that from burning down. We do not accept surrender. One thing to be aware of here is surrenders have a chance of proccing at health values below 4, I believe. So sometimes you don't want to end it with like a hull missile if you're fishing for surrenders. So that's what a lot of the early fights on this ship look like. You're counting the hull, firing your missiles. That's really the only agency we have on this ship. And it takes a while to walk these guys over the med bay. Right. We'd love to have 20 scrap to upgrade our shields. But we can remember we only need to float, I think, 12 to get a teleporter in a store if we sell the hull missile and the rock plating. A sun. A sun and a Zoltan shield ship. And they have mind control. Hoo boy. Alright. I'm going to use this rock to distract this guy. And yeah, there was nothing we could really do there. My thought initially was we just get the hell out of here. I think we do need to take down their Zoltan shield and at least disable their weapons. You can see we are severely weak against Zoltan shields. Solar flare is imminent. There's the hull beam. Alright. So they have 7 hull, so 1 round of missiles does not do what we need it to do. So at this point we're going to put this hull missile into the weapons. We just got to fire here. You can tell because of the 1. There might be a fire in here. And of course our pilot got mind controlled this time. We have level 1 mind control. We really gotta stop him being controlled. You know what? 6 missiles, and we don't have to fire another one. We take this. There's distress here. Distress beacons are good to visit. In this case, you hail. And oh boy, another Zoltan shield ship, and a nasty one at that. This is not going super hot so far. But, that's, well, they really love this. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the shields buffer because of where we were. So we have to quickly repair this. I think we need to leave him there. We're about to take so much damage. Oh man. Alright, we got 1 shield back up.
Ooh, we got the miss. An intruder drone. It's pretty good to sell once we find a store. And I may start skipping ahead while they heal. Um, I'm not sure if people would like that. If someone wants to let me know if they think I should do that for future videos, let me know. Before we jump, we can grab a shield buffer. That would have helped immensely in that fight. And we get to our next jump. This hole has me kind of nervous. They have a missile and an offensive drone. That should be fine. We might take a missile here. This has a chance of damaging us. Combat 1 can hurt you through one shield, but it's usually blocked in time. I think it normally probably helps if you have someone manning the shields, but I think all of this is more important. Alright. Hit our empty room. We missed. Another important thing to note, 1, 2, 3, 4 missiles will be required to kill this ship since it has no empty rooms. We missed again. Ooh, they missed. We missed again. Should probably vent to prioritize O2. Please, FTL. Thank God. Okay, and that missed. Whew. We miss. Now you might think sunk cost we should just leave at this point, but the fact that we've missed so much does not change the probability of us missing in the future. So we hit. Now we cannot miss. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was awful. We get another drum. I'll heal up after that last one because I was so flustered posting the clip. But we're fine in this situation. This is a safe fight, I believe. Let's double check that. Ions. This looks to be a Ion Blast 2, which 4-second charge time. Is that right, or am I reading this wrong? No, it's a heavy ion. So 13 seconds for 2 ion damage. Yeah, this is a safe fight. I've been trying to look at the weapon table just to make sure I don't make bad assumptions, I'm notoriously bad at telling the difference between ions. So we should be able to do some cross-training here. So that only takes down one shield. Let's get some cross-training in. Turn on the music, turn off the sound, open up cheat engine. FTL. Probably power there. So we won't get any training on weapons. We might get some on shields. Yeah, a lot of times he's stunned from the ion, but we can get some shields training here. Go ahead and swap these. Yeah, that shields training is going to take a minute. Put it any higher? Don't think so. You can do it stealthy. Perhaps it's faster to crane shields if we never dodge. Alright. So our weapons guy is the one with shields training. We'll keep that in mind. Alright. Now where were we? This ship. Crew kill, not something I usually get on this ship. Rock A, I mean. Something like, you know, Stealth A that we were playing last run. This is a really easy crew kill. These are very low health. They're both the Zoltans. So if we check the I want to double check the damage, the crew damage of our missiles. The hull does not have it. I believe it should just be 2 times, so I think it'd be 30 for each of these. So it'd take 3 missiles to get the crew kill. But actually 4, because we need to lure them into one spot. How much would it take to just kill the ship? 1, 2, 3, 4. Also 4? No, 3. Takes 3 to just kill this ship normally. But it would take 4 to get the crew kill. It's worth using the bomb for the crew kill. Probably. So I'll start it in piloting, and that should bring the engines guy up to help. And then once he gets up here, we hit them both. They gotta resist. Nice when you're going for crew kills. Did not get the timing right. So he'll stay in here now that he's the only guy. So now we use 2 missiles and we win this. I guess it probably would have been better to shoot one and then the other to see if we get a fire or something like that. So 16 scrap. And we're on our way. Runs a toughie. That's a heavy laser. So we take the fight. Yeah, this is another completely safe fight. Would have been a lot faster since there's no ion. Alright, this can never be repaired. Assaults or auto ships cannot repair breaches, so now we can just shoot whatever, it doesn't matter. The only thing is, don't accidentally shoot the drone, like I almost did. Alright, pretty good rewards there. Really would like to find a store. This reveals only this one node we haven't seen yet, unfortunately. It's empty. Alright, we need to be here in 3 jumps. We can go 1, 2... No, we can't. 1, 2, 3, potentially? Yeesh. Alright, this is a boarding ship. It can't hurt us through our 2 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage. So that's 1 hull missile here. 2 Artemises to the piloting. Possible crew kill? Believe we can trick them into double boarding. We need to make it so that this guy goes back, and then we'd have to shoot the teleporter so that someone helps come and repair it. Really tricky with an NG. I'd rather minimize our missile usage. I guess there's no reason not to farm a little combat training there, since this is a safe fight. It's powering up its FTL. It's a good thing we have this broken. Please hit. Alright. Get these guys healed up and we'll be out of here. Have I mentioned I hate this ship? Alright, 1, 2. Alright, let's check what this event is. Said don't ask me again. Alright. You offer your help. There's no downside to offering our help, and we get a quest marker, which is this quest. We should keep that in mind when we're like, what is that quest marker? Or fuel. Could have had the 4 missiles. Now we check, what is this? Sure. If you move into examine, you nothing, positive, or positive. Or you could... An ASB periodically fires on my ship. I do not have the hull for that. Yeah, this is that event. Yeah, I think that we probably need to not take the risk there. Zoltan or Uncharted Nebula? So, if we go to Zoltan, we'll have to face more Zoltan shields. And notably we can't. If we go to Uncharted, Uncharted is not so good. Uncharted has like 1 to 2 stores. It's, from some tests, the lowest scrap sector in the game. And then we could have the same options next sector. But we need to do it so that we're not in a Zoltan one. So let's do it. This could be good. At the very least, we'll heal up some. Oh, they have a hacking stun. Joking, that's terrible. This is not the ship we wanted. I have to pause and think about this halberd beam. Artemis halberd is the starting layout of Zoltan A. Zoltan A has noticeable upsides, such as starting with those and having a Zoltan shield. So we could just become a worse Zoltan A in Sector 2. I think regardless we're gonna sell this because we can't get the blue option here, and our upcoming choices are green or purple, and the blue options for rock plating are 2 red and 1 green sector, so there's a low chance that we're going to see that in the next sector as well. And we're definitely selling these. Drone control, probably not in the cards for Rock A, and regardless, those are not useful drones. I think we have to buy the halberd beam and get another point in weapons. So let's see how this looks. We'll probably need a power. Yeah, so I think we're gonna sell the whole missile. And then fix ourselves up as much as we can, at least about to there, and get a power so that we can move our ship. Alright, this is us now. We could get another one of these. Our quest is out here. So we need to be here in 12 jumps. And we want to visit here, which means we probably need to be here in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can take an extra jump to here. Alright, it'll all work out. Dang, it's like this is an uncharted territory. This is the Uncharted experience. Looks like it's just these 2 guys, which we won't have any problems with. Yep. They are so slow. Alright. What did we say? Sorry, I'm forgetful. So, 10, 9, 8, 7. We need to be here in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can take an extra jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be here in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I know there's a Slay the Spire mod that lets you mark where you're going to path. I see Baylor Lord use that a lot. I'd love something similar in FTL. Attack the pirate. We're gonna get boarded. They have 1 shield. We're just gonna slowly destroy this with our halberd beam. They in our door system? Yes. I think with this shield, this ship, it's probably 1... Oh, it's a rock. Ah, it's the pirate version. If we start here, if they don't have a buffer point, this is going to deal so much damage. Yeah. Keep fighting. Halberd's very satisfying versus that ship, huh? Dang, pretty low scrap rewards. So, what do we want to continue making our ship stronger? Because it is right now, we do just eat missiles still. We could end up in a similar situation to the one we were in. Our halberd beam can't miss 6 times in a row against a drone. You want hacking, which costs us 80, and that is 80 for real. We have nothing in our cargo bay that we're going to sell, like we did before. Or we could get another weapon and use that to break shields for the halberd beam. We can do that a little bit with the Artemis, but it's pretty limited. Something like a flak 1 would be lovely, but like a burst laser 1, like if push comes to shove, like a heavy laser could use it against a 2-shield ship to break 1 shield and then halberd swipe through. So we need a weapon or hacking. That's really it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What did I mess up? Need to be here at 9. 9, 8, 7, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did I mess this up? I've counted every jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That's why I continually recount, because I always mess it up. We should chase them. Alright, this is another easy kill. We're going to start our halberd in the shield. If they don't have a 3rd point, then this will take it down, deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They did have a buffer point. Still very strong. And we're going to save our Artemis in case they start fleeing or something like that. Nope. Simple enough. Attack the pirate. They've got a missile. We'll consider trying to shoot that down with our Artemis. Raise our evasion. Get to piloting. That's fine. We'll repair that, no problem. I think this is our best swipe here. Would like to hit the shields early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is probably our best swipe. They're trying to escape. They will not be able to. I got a free defense drone. I said earlier, drone control probably not in the cards for this ship. It is well defended by a defense drone. I will give it that. But there's so much other stuff we need. A combat drone would kind of solve a lot of our issues going into Sector 3. Alright, cloaking in a beam. Cloaking in a missile. We only need the one shield, so I'd rather charge our FTL more. In case we need to get the hell out of here. That's pretty nasty. Slow the drain there. This will hit us. But we're fine. I like to start it in cloaking. This takes 17 seconds to charge, so should get it no problem. Same ship, but this time, instead of cloaking, they have a shield and drone control. But we really need him not to beat down our weapons. But I would like to man evasion when that comes in towards us. But that's not going to happen. We're going to hit our sensors, that's fine. They took their weapons down. Everything is fine. Shield first. Cripple the ship. No need to be impatient and waste a missile. .13 scrap. Alright, we have 80 scrap now. If we were to encounter a store with the potential for buying hacking. I think there's probably an argument for leaving the sensors off since we're in a nebula. In particular, if like a fire happened here and spread in here, we wouldn't lose a hull for the fire destroying the system. Oh, there's the store I just mentioned. Will it have my hacking? Will it have my flak? No. The answer is no. I don't think there's an argument for any of these. I mean, NGs are always nice, but no real reason to buy them. Don't think we do anything. Let's see what this quest has in store for us. Alright. Here we attack the rebels to help them escape. Right, this event. I was thinking it was a different one. This is pretty nasty. For Artemis, might just take down this burst laser one. Not worried about him. Definitely want to get our dodge up. It's really not where we wanted this to happen. We are going to take this down. Nice. HP target locked. So that swipe dealt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage? No, just 4. So one more swipe will not kill them. So we need to hit again. We want to get out of here faster, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Artemis. Alright, we got the lucky 30% dodge there. Our cross-training probably already showing its value. Our crew training, rather. Alright, we got some good good rewards there. Really like to get the hell out of there. Phew. This ship is free. You'd love to see it. We are going to get boarded. We can't take damage from this. Where'd he go? In here. And I don't think we're going to be able to crew kill it. Mike Hopley recently put out a very good video on how to crew kill ships such as this one. But with our weapon loadout, I don't think that's going to be feasible here. Should probably have this guy in the weapons room each time I fire, so we can get that training. Boarded again. Don't accept their surrender. This time he's indoors. I've switched them around somehow. Routine scrap. We've got a nice little amount of float up here. We've seen both stores we can possibly see in this sector. We've got 3 jumps before we get to the next sector. Do I just continually count how long this takes wrong? Right. Okay. So this is my fault. Uncharted Nebula, you still get a little bit of slowing of the Rebel fleet, just not the full amount. So that's why I continually have like one more jump than I think I'm gonna have. My eyes could deceive me, but this looks like it's not a dive. So I think we can go 1, 2, 3. It's been so long since I've been in one of these sectors that I completely forgot about that. Do we need anything here? I don't think so. I think it's best to wait and hold our scrap for the store. be fine. This should take down both, because this is a 1 power weapon. We lose our manning bonus here, which is unfortunate. We just gained a manning bonus in weapons. Oh. I thought that was the other icon. Nope, never mind. Alright. Next we'll hit him with one of these. Unfortunate buffer there. I have him break down that door. And that should deal 4. A combat drone. You know, pretty decent uncharted territory. Equalize the oxygen on my ship. And wait 45 years for my rocks to heal. One, two. This situation you attack. Same exact weapons loadout and 1 shield. In this case they have a teleporter rather than hacking. They don't really care about their teleporter. Please don't destroy the oxygen in the time it takes me to walk up there. Damn. Alright. Fine. We have a buffer point for the halberd beam. And we already used it for the one situation we want it down. Now this is a really interesting ship layout. What do we want to swipe in this situation? It's impossible to swipe both this. You can't hit all 3 of these and also go down here. So I think we do this. 1, 2, possible 3, 4, 5, 6. Possibly just 4. They don't want to fight, they're trying to escape. Thought that might happen, but this hits 3 systems, which is why I did it on this side then over here. So the pilot is pulled out of his chair, and the NG can't go back home. He attacks so slow and my rock has so much health, maybe we can just keep him at NG. Right, they got the shield back online. The person repairing that wants to go work on the weapons. I think they will not want for much more ever. Looks like our pet died. What's up? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Zoltan or Uncharted Nebula. Now this is probably a pretty good time to wrap up. It's late where I am, and I'll continue the rest of the run probably tomorrow night. Alright, it's the next day and I'm back. This is where we left off, and I gave this some thought. Really didn't take too much thought. We are stuck, unfortunately, going to the Uncharted Nebula. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll have a nice nebula like we just did, with lots of free stuff. Now, what do we want here? We'd like to fight a store. There should be 1 to 2. I think it's the case that usually 1 is outside of the nebula, so we'll try and come over here and come down. We would like to use that to get hacking. Hacking will cost us 80 scrap. We have this to sell. So it's probably the case that we could get some extra oomph in our ship right now. This only costs 15. I think I'm going to snag that. There could be some merit to grabbing doors here. But I think we can fly a little light. And we want to maximize the chance that we see the store. So if I come over here, and then come up here, should see it. We're in an ion. I think in the case of an ion, we have 5 stuff. Our halberd beam costs 3 of it, and then we power the shields. How in the world are they still able to power all that? Well, that's kind of awful, huh? That was ill-advised. I forgot that the AI is not beholden to the same amount of power that we are. That's really unfortunate. That's extra unfortunate. Yeah, we just run here. That was a mistake on my part. I have no problem admitting that. That was pretty suspicious. Yeah, this Artemis is fairly inaccurate, apparently. Big mistake on my part here. Completely forgot the enemy does not also have 5 energy. Let's check down here. Alright. Burst laser 3. And a missile. And we're facing the problem of 2 shield ships. And this sucks a lot. So in this case, we have to missile the shields. We really should have probably switched to evasion there. This Artemis cannot hit, man. Sucks a lot. Okay, we need to take down the button. Yeah. I was sloppy, I didn't have a full evasion there. Eight missiles is a lot, but medium scrap in this sector is 16 to 27. So the 6 to 17 extra scrap I think is probably better. little on the low end there. We continue to play the Find the Store game. Alright, cool. A safe fight. The enemy FTL is charging, which is kind of not cool. But that's fine. So this Artemis is going to take out their shield, and then we'll halberd swipe through the pilar. Yep. And we're more than fine. Stelly is pretty close to that weapons manning bonus. 12. Man. Store is not here. We'll continue upwards. Alright. We can dump our missile immediately into their weapons because we can see that they only have one shield. They missed. Of course we did as well. Why would we not? Probably best to hit shields before weapons here. They had a buffer point, of course. It takes down the chain laser. Please don't hit my weapon. Damn. Right, one more Artemis finishes them off. I'd love a dodge here. Of course not. We're down to 5 missiles. Been using them like crazy. I wish I could go back and accept those 8. The store. Be good to us. Ooh. Alright. Could rebuy the whole missile. No. So we're gonna be picking up the repower weapon here, which is interesting. And apologies if you hear that. My cat is sick and not allowed to have lunch, so she's very mad that dinner is not coming 2 hours early. So she's meowing in the background. I think without hacking so far, charge 2 is probably better. Because we need this for breaking shields. Heavy laser is better if you already have shield breaking from hacking or a flak. I think in this case charge 2 is nice. This fires at 17 seconds. 3 shots of this are ready at 15, land around the same time. Potential 3 shield broken. We sell the combat drone, for sure. Pick this up. Can we power it? We're at 4 already. That puts us at 6 and lets us use it. That is a expensive weapon to power. Depower the Artemis. My cat is scratching me. So we are a gunship now, that is for sure. definitely need to repair. And we need to buy some power. She thinks I'm talking to her. I'm going to pause for a moment and deal with that. And we're back. Ready to continue on with what is a pretty power-hungry ship. I think it's probably in our best interest to repair up as much as we can here. And we have somewhere in the realm of 9 or 10 jumps here. So let's see what we can do with that. We might encounter another store out here. We'd like to have money for potential hacking for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't think we can get the full 10 unless we start over here. No, because we'd backtrack up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there. That's how we can do it. That'll get us 10 jumps, which I think is what the will be allowed here. We can attack this ship. Black and heavy laser. Line up pretty unfortunately. Someone in our door system. I guess there's probably merit to using the Artemis first to take out weapons. Although it won't take anything out before they fire initially, so I guess not. Alright. Now we shoot here, and then we swipe like this. And we miss 3 times in a row. That's lovely. I think we have to do this for a moment. It'd be really nice to have a point in weapons so we could keep our manning here. And the Artemis missed. These are pretty desynced now, which is nice. The enemy weapons, I mean. It hits. Cool. Go ahead and repair this before it's a problem. Where'd they board? They're in our shields. Send this guy over there. I'm getting the 4th charge, just so we don't hopefully have that same issue again. And we kill him. That was pretty unfortunate. We needed just 1 hit of the 3. I feel like in general we've had some pretty poor dodge chance this run. Heal everyone up. And we are on our way. The jump. There's a store there. Um, Not sure what benefit the store has to us now. I think we go here and then go to the store. This is fully connected, so we can visit these in any order. We might get something to sell. We might somehow get enough scrap to, not that way, to buy something. And it's all empty beacons, uncharted for sure. We have nothing to sell. We wouldn't mind some more missiles. Or some more fuel, really. I can go to the distress first. See, I have like 7 jumps. No, 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been a very fast sector. Promise to help. Damn. Right, it was worth it for the chance at getting something to sell. Actually, I think that might have just been a medium scrap reward. I unbound the hotkeys for accepting those to try and get myself to spend a little more time thinking about them, and so far I just don't. Not really sure why. We hit the store. I think we do just to buy some fuel. It costs 1 to do this, but there's nothing we really would have wanted. Besides maybe an automated reloader. It's probably not worth it at this point. We can get fuel, a missile, some hull. I feel a little more comfortable with that. Let's check this. They're offering 23 and 2 fuel. And if we can get away without using a missile or anything, I think we take that. Alright, not enough to get a power bar. We forge on. Alright, our exit event here. We don't want to go to 7 fuel. We have no use currently for drone parts. We reject. Oh, that was not our exit event, pardon. I think selling 6 for 24 is probably a good idea. We'd like to find hacking fairly soon. The 12 is honestly a little tempting. Let's put it as a 2. I think we need to do this because we're in a little bit of a rough shape down here. Ooh. Yeah, I might regret that in the future. It's better to have hacking and be unable to use it than to not have it at all. Or to use it sparingly. Right, we're forced into rock control. Alright, the stores are immediate. Let's hit... If we go down, we hit 2 beacons before the store. If we go up, we only hit 1. I'd like to have 80 for hacking. We could sell an Artemis for it. Alright, cloaking, 2 shields, and a sun. They're gonna board. And wow, we have so little evasion here. Takes down our shield. And there goes all of our other stuff. Wow, that's rough. Probably should have vented him out initially. Alright, it's the next day and I'm back. This is where we left off. And I gave this some thought. Really didn't take too much thought. We are stuck, unfortunately, going to the Uncharted Nebula. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll have a nice nebula like we just did. With lots of free stuff. Now, what do we want here? We'd like to find a store. There should be 1 to 2. I think it's the case that usually 1 is outside of the nebula, so we'll try and come over here and come down. We would like to use that to get hacking. Hacking will cost us 80 scrap. We have this to sell. So it's probably the case that we could get some extra oomph in our ship right now. This only costs 15. I think I'm gonna snag that. There could be some merit to grabbing doors here. But I think we can fly a little light. And we want to maximize the chance that we see the store. So if I come over here, and then come up here, should see it. We're in an ion. I think in the case of an ion, we have 5 stuff. Our halberd beam costs 3 of it, and then we power the shields. How in the world are they still able to power all that? Well, that's kind of awful, huh? That was ill-advised. I forgot that the AI is not beholden to the same amount of power that we are. That's really unfortunate. That's extra unfortunate. Yeah, we just run here. That was a mistake on my part. I have no problem admitting that. That was pretty suspicious. Yeah, this Artemis is fairly inaccurate, apparently. Big mistake on my part here. Completely forgot the enemy does not also have five energy. Let's check down here. Alright. Burst laser 3. And a missile. And we're facing the problem of 2 shield ships. And this sucks a lot. So in this case we have to missile the shields. Really should have probably switched to evasion there. This Artemis cannot hit, man. Sucks a lot. Okay, we need to take down the weapon. Yeah. If I was sloppy, I didn't have a full evasion there. Eight missiles is a lot, but medium scrap in this sector is 16 to 27. So the 6 to 17 extra scrap I think is probably better. Yeah. A little on the low end there. We continue to play the Find the Store game. Alright, cool. A safe fight. The enemy FTL is charging, which is kind of not cool. But that's fine. So this Artemis is going to take out their shield, and then we'll halberd swipe through the piloting. Yep. And we're more than fine. Stelly is pretty close to that weapons manning bonus. 12. Man. Store is not here. We'll continue upwards. Alright. We can dump our missile immediately into their weapons because we can see that they only have 1 shield. They missed. Of course we did as well. Why would we not? Probably best to hit shields before weapons here. They had a buffer point, of course. It takes down the chain laser. Please don't hit my weapon. Damn. one more Artemis finishes them off. I'd love a dodge here. Of course not. We're down to 5 missiles. Been using them like crazy. I wish I could go back and accept those 8. The store. Be good to us. Ooh. Alright. Could rebuy the whole missile. No. So we're gonna be picking up the repower weapon here, which is interesting. And apologies if you hear that. My cat is sick and not allowed to have lunch, so she's very mad that dinner is not coming 2 hours early. So she's meowing in the background. I think without hacking so far, charge 2 is probably better. Because we need this for breaking shields. Heavy laser is better if you already have shield breaking from hacking or a flak. I think in this case charge 2 is nice. This fires at 17 seconds. 3 shots of this are ready at 15, land around the same time. Potential 3 shield broken. We sell the combat drone, for sure. Pick this up. Can we power it? We're at 4 already. That puts us at 6 and lets us use it. That is a expensive weapon to power. Depower the Artemis. My cat is scratching me. So we are a gunship now, that is for sure. We definitely need to repair. And we need to buy some power. She thinks I'm talking to her. I'm going to pause for a moment and deal with that. Alright, it's been a little bit later. I want to take a look at why I think I lost. So during the run, I'm obviously salty at my Artemis. Get it? Miss. And then I was a little salty at my cat. But this loss was entirely preventable and on me. There's no secret that I had some poor RNG. Probably the worst options for sectors that I can remember having in a while. It was Zoltan Uncharted both times. And the first 3 fights we had were a Zoltan ship, and then a Zoltan ship and a sun, with an ion and a hull beam that lined up really well. And then it was the auto ship that I missed 5 of 6 missiles on in Sector 1, where I believe their maximum engines is 2. So that didn't put it off at a good start. But then we really stabilized. We were able to go into that first Uncharted sector. We were able to pick up a halberd beam. Before we left Sector 1, we got our second shield. And then we were building up a little bit of scrap. And I think what really cost me was I was too dead set when I got to this store here in Sector 2 on wanting hacking. I was too interested in becoming a gunship with hacking. And because of that, I looked at these 2 really clunky to get online 3 power weapons. I think if they had like a flak, maybe this is fine. But not this. I don't really know why I did this, but I just completely overlooked the drone control and the crew teleporter. Now this drone control costs 75 scrap, so we know that means it's accompanied with a system repair drone. But in my hull I have a combat drone. I'm probably a lot better off
in this situation, picking up the drone control, selling the system repair drone, and grabbing the combat drone out of my cargo and slotting it into my drone control. Um, a combat drone is a lot more effective at breaking the shield or removing shields from my halberd to swipe than an Artemis is if your Artemis never hits. Um, but also, combat drones are pretty RNG resilient because if they miss, well, you just wait like 2 seconds and it fires again. And 2 seconds in the grand scheme of most of these fights would not mean much. I also could have thought about the crew teleporter. I could buy both. This is 165 scrap. 165 scrap and 44 to repair all the way up would still leave me with like 20 some scrap. Um, the crew teleporter would have been pretty well defended by, or it would have Artemis for boarding support. If we look ahead to the fight that killed me, this one, I make some really clear mistakes. I mean, the huge one was I get hit in the weapons, and then that takes away my banning bonuses. And then for some reason, I think I'm going to be able to fire 4 shots from this before cloaking happens here. That it's 5 seconds per charge, so 20 seconds, and 20-second cooldown on the cloak. And for some reason, I think, oh, I have big manning bonus. I'll be able to fire, and then them all land before that happens. Obviously, this wasn't the case. I think just firing the Artemis right here was just kind of unfortunate. I wasn't doing anything to time the fight, and this Artemis was really just affected by when I repaired enough to get the Artemis back online. So the Artemis firing right as they cloak is really unfortunate. But I was never able to cross train or to crew train weapons in general. So it's not like I mean I had the standard 10% manning bonus that takes you from 20 to 18 seconds, but I don't know, it still would have been tight, and I lost the manning bonus because he's repairing. You can tell if you have a manning bonus. Right here, it would have the little like a person or like 1 star or 2 stars, and I don't have that for. You can see I have it right here, and then I lose it before I even get the third thing off. So maybe I'm getting 1 second of reduction, and I think it takes over a second for the standard speed lasers to get to the destination. Um, if I had gone like combat drone and crew teleporter, I don't know how much that actually saves me against this ship. Um, maybe I was supposed to get more engines. Um, I really did have an unfortunate first salvo that they hit. Let's go look at that. Yeah. So there's nothing that a drone would do to help me from this first thing landing. And I really should have toggled like my charge laser or something to get more evasion here. It's unfortunate, but this first set of things landing means I can't run, so more engines wouldn't help. My shield's down, my weapons are down. So yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. These are the 4 systems that matter. Yeah, not really much else to say. I had a good run. 46 is probably higher than I ought to have gotten to. Um, I think the 2 runs that I have on YouTube are not indicative of my general play. I was quite nervous for both of these, just hearing my own voice. But it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And although I was pretty miffed right when the thing ended, now I'm probably gonna check out like Multiverse or something, and I can always start another streak. It does kind of suck. I hadn't lost since last summer. It's been over a year since I lost. But that's what I get for playing like 2 runs a month.
I guess. Um, and another thing is you shouldn't play like a stressful run when you're on a big streak with it's probably top three worst ships for me. Um, yeah, Stealth B, then Fed C, and Rock A. You shouldn't play something stressful like that when you're not in a good headspace for it. I was noticeably annoyed at my cat because my cats are sick and they wanted food, but they're not allowed to have it. So they were like scratching at my legs while I was in that store. And I'm not trying to blame them. I should have realized that I was like preoccupied and not fully thinking about the store. Um, so yeah, it is what it is. If you're still with me, I appreciate you sticking around. And I hope y'all have a good one.